All right, sorry guys, I forgot to share over on Facebook, and we need to let our Facebook friends join in. So we have that happening, and we are going to get ready to get started. It looks like we have a lot of people already online on Zoom, and our Facebook crowd will catch up here in a second. So we are here for day 3 of camp. Once again, I think Miss Tabitha's online. Do I see her online? Yeah, there she is. All right, Miss Tabitha's online. If you need her, feel free to message her. I have other adults online too, so if you have any questions, just let us know and we'll try to get you answers. But we are here and we are ready to start with day 3 of our camp. So we are going to do as we have been and start with our Pledge of Allegiance. See if it switches. There we go. It's showing up, guys. All right. So I had asked Madeline and Lindsay Powell about doing our pledge and our promise, and I don't know who's doing what, ladies, but you guys want to unmute and join in for our pledge and our promise. Let's all stand for our pledge, and Madeline or Lindsay, whoever's going to do the pledge, you can start.
Okay, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh. Okay.
On my honor, I will
try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times and
All right, thank you.
And no fighting.
All right. Thank you, Powell ladies, for leading that today. Next up, we have Make New Friends. So we're going to sing this. All right, everybody, this can be on the microphone if you want to be. So if you can kick off, can you turn your mic on and start the Make New Friends?
Ready?
Make new friends, the King I have a king, you have another.
You have an Apple computer.
All right. One of these days, I will update the lyrics because you guys switch the order. I keep forgetting to change that by the end. All right. We'll make it through. We'll make it through. All right. So next up, we have a game we are going to play. Hopefully everybody brought their field notebook with them today. I didn't put a pen or pencil on the supply list, but hopefully you can grab something. But that being said, you don't have to have a pen or pencil because you can type in the chat on Zoom or Facebook if you want to, but a pen or pencil might be helpful as you're trying to figure out what you want to do for our game here. All right, so our game is called ID Numbers Game. Okay, so everybody is going to come up with a number, and this number has numbers and letters in it. I had 4. You can have 2. You can have 6 if you really want to. It's really up to you. You can have 1 if you just want to figure out 1. So the part of this game is you figure out your number that you want. And so I wrote, where's my camera? I wrote, can you see that? I can't see myself now. Yeah. Okay, so I wrote my number on my field book. And then I typed it in the screen here. So I was trying to figure out what my number was going to be. So when you have your number, you can kind of show it on screen, but we won't be able to see everybody's at once. And those of you on Facebook, I can't see you at all. So if you want to type it in, and what we're going to try to do is guess each other's numbers and what they mean. So my number has a special meaning for me. And some of you that know me better might know what some of these are if you can start to figure out a little bit of a code. I'm waiting for Sophie or Grace to start yelling over here next to me. Okay, so Sophie is saying 828H is the house. So yes, that's our house number.
101.
She's saying 3K is 3 kids.
Type in.
1C is 1 cat.
Where's the numbers on
You're
this
not having
thing?
8X.
Where's the top? Okay, where's 1?
No, no. That was my shoe size, 8. I wear a size 8 shoe.
So,
See. Now they steal my shoes.
scatter.
I understand that one. See, now they're saying I gave it to them. Funny, funny. All right. So, all right, yes. So everybody's gonna make their own code. It's good if it mixes up the numbers and the letters there. The letters can mean something different for you. Like if you have a C, maybe it's not cat. That's okay.
My code's gonna be.
Maybe you have a K and you have kangaroos. I don't know.
Because then they're gonna know my code and get in to
You
whatever.
can do 2 letters.
Make our codes for.
So, but everybody's trying to figure out what their number is. The number should talk about you.
584 and 5.
So figure it out, write it down, start sharing it in chat.
Did you write your number in chat?
If I can find my camera.
Huh?
I can't see.
Okay, I'm going back to.
Did you write it? I thought you were writing it and submitting it. 101.
Yeah, I did. I wrote
Okay. So what? Why does your number have meaning?
101.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
I have to write it.
Number.
I have to let my own code.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right, if you know your number, type it in.
Excuse me. Miss Beth. My code is 4543. Excuse me. Miss Beth. Excuse me. So
See, Ellie typed in 111. Is that your house number, Ellie?
Yes.
no, it's 111.
It's okay. It's okay. We can fix it. We can
Let me
fix
see one. All right. Helen has put in 1. Gabby's put in 1. If you see other people put them in, try to guess. What, especially if it's somebody you think you might know.
Excuse me.
Okay.
101 is your house number. See, Helen has 1D, 2S, 9G.
9G. Incredible.
A different code. You already wrote 101. That's her code.
Oh,
Okay.
this is what I wanted. 4, 5 stays. And then I wanted to make it so I live 43,9,
Oh, I figured out
439.
but I can kind of cheat on that one, I think.
the biggest neighborhood in the world, right?
How do you
I don't think we could even
talking
walk.
on the video and needs
We can even walk halfway there. Maybe halfway for a little long walk, but that would be more like a day to walk that far. Every day, even the night. By the time you'll get home.
All right. I don't know. Oh, Madeline put in a guess for Helen. Sam, is 810 your road? I think you have 2 horses, 2 chickens. And I don't know what 18 of. I think Scarlett has 1 bird, 1 dog, and 1 sibling. Oh, Helen had her grade. Horses are right. I got the horses right. No, I didn't get it, Scarlett. Ah. 1D, 4C, 1S is what Lindsay put in. Lindsay, I think you have 1 dog. 1 sister. What do you have 4 of? Do you have 4 cats, Lindsay? 4 cats. Helen's saying 4 cats. Amy over on Facebook put in 321B. I think that's Amy's birthday. I think she's a March 21st birthday. Let's see. And the mom, Laura Ranzer, put in 6A, 1B, 3P. So I think 6 age, 1 brother. I got a 3 pets and a 3 penguins. Try to guess mine. All right. I'm going to scroll up, Elizabeth, and see if I see it. Elizabeth, 2008. I'm going to guess that's the year you were born. 13D. 1C, 1 cat. And you live at, your house number is 103. I don't know what your 13D is, Elizabeth. Is that the day you were born?
No, that is actually how many dance moves I can do. I can do 13 different dance moves at once, basically.
Nice. Elizabeth. All right. I see some of you guys still guessing. This is something you can try with your family. I like all the different variations. Does my 8 stand for 8 siblings? No, my 8 was my shoe size. Yeah, I only have 2 siblings. I don't think my mama could have handled 8 of us. 3 was quite a trip. 1 bunny. Jessie had a bunny. No chinchilla in there, Jessie? Come on, where's the chinchilla? All right. I like seeing everybody's. If nobody guessed yours, put in your answer so we can see what your answer is. Go ahead, put in your answers. I like to see what letters and stuff you picked out. Everybody was so creative. I see years, like how old people are, pets. There was the horse, a bunny, a dog. I think there was a road name, a grade. Look at all these numbers in your life that we didn't even know about. Birthday 411, birthdays. See over on Facebook, let's see, I have another one, 10A, 1B, 2P. So age 10, one brother, two pets. Or maybe a bunny. We already had a bunny, so maybe it's one bunny. All right. Morgan's was 2 siblings, 2575 house, 11 pets. 11 pets. Oh my goodness. Two signatures of famous people. Hannah got tricky on us. All right. It looks like everybody had fun with that game. That was a little bit of a detective work there, wasn't it? You had to try to figure stuff out. If we knew people, it was a little easier than people that we didn't know. So that's something to keep in mind. You know, sometimes we get to know people at different points in our lives, and sometimes, you know, that information could change. Maybe they get a new pet, maybe they move and they get a new house number. So that's just a fun game, and we all had so many numbers in our lives. At first, I know when I started trying to figure out a number to share with you guys, I wasn't sure what to even put down. And then when I started thinking about it, I just came up with a whole bunch of ideas. So I had to narrow it down to the 4 that I gave you. So hopefully everybody had a little fun with that, and you can play that with some family members at some point and see what other crazy codes you can come up with and try to get them to crack. Because you know, the people that know you the best, it'll be easier for them. So you're gonna have to probably get a little tricky, like with your shoe size, because maybe they don't know your shoe size. All right. So up next, we have our scientific method that we had talked about. And so we are going to keep talking about this all week, because this is what we are learning about and talking about, and, you know, just trying different things out to work through this. So, you know, like I said, at times we go loop back through here, which this picture doesn't show, is sometimes you have to repeat your experiment with a different hypothesis or a different variable to try to get the outcome that you want. So that is something to keep in mind as we keep working through stuff, and especially as we get to later on today and then our next 2 days with our take actions, and understand sometimes our first idea doesn't always even work out, and we need to go back and refigure stuff out. So while we think this is something our scientists use in labs, it's something we actually use in everyday life. All right, observations. So yesterday, Miss Sarah talked about the iNaturalist app, and she talked about adding pictures in there. If you remember, she added an aloe vera plant. And I challenged you guys to make some observations outside. I told you you could email them to me, and I would put them in the presentation for tonight. So I did get some emails, so we'll see those in just a second. But if you did some observations, leave a note in chat saying, yes, I did go out and observe. If you use the app, say that you used the app. If you just went out and explored and maybe took a picture on your camera or wrote a note in your field notebook, share with that and let everybody see what kind of journey you were on. I know I went for a walk again this morning, and I was hoping to find another critter, because remember I found the turtle and the bunny, but I didn't. I didn't find any other animals this morning, so I couldn't take another animal picture for y'all. But let's see. Helen says she took a picture of her squash plant. That's very cool. Birds through my window. Yeah, you can just even look out your window. I see a lot of you using the app. That's awesome. Having all these Girl Scout scientists adding to that app and helping the scientists learn where our different, you know, tree species and plants and bugs are all around the world. And you know, we were mostly here in the US for this right now, but they might learn that there's a animal or a bug in an area they didn't even know was there because we're able to add pictures in there. All right. I explored the, oops, I was reading. Somebody was exploring a hayfield I saw. No, I can't see it. Rebecca was exploring a hayfield behind her house. That's really cool. Somebody saw a cardinal and daisies, ornamental grass. Very cool. Oh, cicadas. Somebody already has cicadas. I didn't think they were. Are you, Gabby, are you in Virginia? I don't know that, well, at least this part of Virginia is not supposed to get cicadas this year. At least not the mass number. Cicadas are those bugs that make those really loud noises. They like hum. And when they come in different cycles, so there's like 7-year cicadas and 14-year cicadas and 21-year cicadas. And when it's their year, they kind of swarm an area. They are big, Gabby. They are really big. Do you know some people eat them? Not me, not me. But they are edible. They are. So if you're really into like weird foods, cicadas could be your jam, I guess. Scarlett saw a rabbit in the neighbor's yard. That's awesome. Beetles, spiders, birds, bees, worms. I've seen a lot of worms. That's true. We had a frog or a toad. I don't really know the difference very well outside, but he wasn't out there today for a picture. I don't know. I think there's even 2 of them this year, but I haven't seen him to get a picture. Let's see. Amy said a thyme plant in her garden on the app. Nice. Nice. Glad to see you guys were using the app. All right, let's see what some of you guys shared. All right, so observations for campus. If I show your picture, feel free to comment on Zoom or Facebook chat and say, that's mine, that's mine. If there's something you want to add, then you can type that in too. This was some orange day lilies. It was added to the app and I was sent the link. So I was able to grab the species name there. I'm assuming it's in Italian because most of them are Latin. Most of them are. So if you guys have these orange daylilies in your yard, they're very popular and they are so pretty right now, then you could also add a picture of these. This great picture. I love the mountain in the back behind the tree. All right. Here was another set of pictures that were sent over. So a lot of flowers were found. It looked like there was a hydrangea and a wildflower and a dandelion and a big pine tree. Lots of fun things. They are very pretty pictures. Look at those. Love them. All right, like I said, if these are your pictures, feel free to say that they are yours. Bianca saw some wild blackberries. Have you eaten the wild blackberries, Bianca? All right, let's see. Here's some pictures. There's daisies. And then, was that a lavender plant, Sophie? Huh? Yeah. I don't know why she picked the dying one. There's a really pretty one right next to it. This one got hit by our really late frost and it's coming back, but there's a beautiful one right next to it that she did not take a picture of. So Lucy's, okay, those were Lucy's flowers that we saw before this. These are Sophie's flowers and half dead plant. So, because that's what my own camper sends in is a half dead plant. So, okay, she's defending her plant. All right, these were really cool pictures and I got information on what they were. So there were yellow patches mushroom, which that is a really awesome mushroom. We get white ones in our yard. I've never seen a yellow one in our yard, so this is pretty awesome. And this is a yellow and black flat millipede. I don't remember who sent me this, but if you sent me the mushroom and the millipede, let us know that it was you, because these are awesome pictures. You see those little legs on that millipede? All right. Let's see, up next. Oh, I left in my turtle and my bunny. That turtle is really cool. I really liked him. All right. And not a camper. I'm a camp director. So I saw some, this is mine also. When I was out walking, since I couldn't find an animal, I got the picture of the daisies. And then as I was leaving earlier, the yellow bird was on our wildflowers outside. I had to take it through the door because he was going to fly away if I opened the door. So, but you can see how bright yellow he is there. He looks like a butterfly, and he was definitely a bird. There is a second one over in the bush, but I think the bright yellow one is the boy, and the other one is the girl. She's harder to see because she's not as bright yellow. Can you see my cursor? No. Let me see. She's right here. All right. Elena sent the mushroom and the millipede. It went to the greenway by our house. The mushroom and millipede were awesome, Elena. All right. So Miss Heather is a Girl Scout leader, and she has at least most of her troop working on this badge with us, and she's been using iNaturalist for quite a while. I put her name at the top there on iNaturalist. So if you want to look her up, I think it was 66 observations she had in there. So she had all kinds of different cool stuff. I grabbed 2 of them. She had a milkweed bud and a great spangled fritillary. I don't know. It looked like a butterfly to me, so I was pretty impressed that it had a name that I didn't know. Milkweed bug, I've heard of them before. But she has a lot of cool stuff on her iNaturalist profile. I'll put a link up in Facebook later tonight if you want to go check out her observations. But she's been using the app for a while. So thank you, Ms. Heather, for sharing your account information with me. And I hope that, your troop and all the other girls here enjoy checking out everything that you've added to the app. All right. And here's these are the ones that Grace sent me. She sent me our big willow tree out back. And then we have a miniature Japanese maple is the one on the right, the red one. I forget what the yellow bush is called, but the red one is the miniature Japanese maple, and that's as tall as it gets, about hip height. Other Japanese maples do grow higher. Because we got the small one. So, all right. Let me check and make sure we're good on comments. It looks like we are. If you guys have pictures that you didn't send that you took, you can still email them to me and we'll put them in tomorrow's meeting. I'd love to check out some more pictures and share them. If you want to go out again and look again, you can go do that. If you just saw something and you wrote it down in your field notebook, you can either email me and tell me, or you can type it in our chat tonight or tomorrow. And we would love to hear what everybody is seeing. It looks like we saw lots of fun things as we were either looking out our windows or we were being outside. So I am glad to see that everybody had some fun with that. All right, so we are up to song time, and I'm gonna have Grace and Sophie come over, and I'm gonna get rid of the slideshow for a second. Stop share. All right, I'm gonna have Sophie and Grace come over and lead us first in Princess Pat, and then we are going to do Bazooka Bubblegum again. Hold on. Go. What? So this is a repeat after me song, and I'm gonna be the leader, and then Grace is gonna follow. So you sing when Grace sings.
Are you ready to do it?
All right. If you aren't muted, then your mic is on, so you can talk hello. Yeah. The Princess Pat, lived in a tree.
Lived in a tree.
She sailed across.
She sailed
across the 7 seas.
the 7 seas.
She sailed across. She sailed across the channel two. And she took with her. And she took with her. Bamboo. What is that? Now what is that? It's something made. It's something made. Princess Pat. Green and gold. It's green.
It's green and gold.
And purple too. That's why it's called. That's why it's called.
Oh, Rick a Bamboo.
Now Captain Jack. Now Captain Jack. Mighty fine crew. Mighty fine crew. Sailed across. They sailed across the channel too.
Because I can tell there's more of this many people because there's so much that we can't fit on the screen. There's a little thing to go through.
If you don't care,
You don't
Bamboo.
Rick a Bamboo.
Now what is that? Now what is that?
It's made.
Princess Pat. Green and gold.
It's green and gold. And purple too.
That's why it's called.
Why it's called a Rick a Bamboo.
Yay! No. Change it. This isn't showing. We're doing Bazooka Bubblegum now.
We just did Bazooka Bubblegum.
We did it.
Yeah.
Bazooka Bubblegum. We're practicing it.
Bazooka Bubblegum.
Hopefully everybody knows it this time. Okay, ready?
Sing that down to make noise, okay?
Bubblegum.
Bazooka Bubblegum.
Say what? Bubblegum. Bazooka Bubblegum. I can hear you. Bubblegum.
Bazooka Bubblegum.
My mom gave me a penny. She said to buy a penny. Not buy a penny. Instead, I bought some bubblegum.
Bazooka Bubblegum. Say what?
Bazooka bubblegum. Hear you.
Bazooka Bubblegum.
My mom gave me a earful. She said to buy a penny. Instead, I bought some bubblegum. Bazooka
Bubblegum.
bubblegum.
Bazooka Bubblegum.
My mom gave me a dime. She said to buy a line. I didn't buy a line.
I bought bubblegum. Bazooka Bubblegum.
What?
Bubblegum. Bazooka Bubblegum. Hear you bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum.
My mom gave me the order. She said she
Should
buy
buy some water.
I
I did not buy some water. Instead, I bought some bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum. Bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum. I said, here you bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum.
Mom gave me a dollar. She said to buy a car. I did not buy a car. Instead, I
Bought
bought
some bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum. Bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum. Hear you bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum.
She said to stay alive. I did not stay alive. Instead, I chose some
Hear you bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
Yay! All right, I hope everybody's enjoying the songs this week. I know that's a big part of camp when we have camp. So we wanted to make sure that everybody had an opportunity to sing and join in. If you didn't know the songs, hopefully you have had an opportunity to learn some. I'll talk here soon. All right, let me share again. So you don't just have to see me. Not just me. All right, we did that. Okay, so next up, our take action idea time. So we have our field notebooks. We're gonna keep using the paper we have right there. You are going to, if you have an ink pen, now's a good time to grab your ink pen. And we're going to start thinking about some take actions here, okay? So some of you are familiar with take action projects. You've done a journey before. If this is your first time doing a journey, why don't you leave us a note in a comment on Facebook or on Zoom here and let us know that this is the first time that you have done a journey. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about take actions here. All right. So a take action project isn't really a service project. Those are separate. It's not a bronze, silver, or gold project. Those are separate. A take action relates to the journey that you're working on. Okay. So what you do with a take action is you identify a problem, you come up with a sustainable solution,
Why did you
put a plan into action. And then you are going to share, hopefully. If you can't share, that's okay, but you at least do it. Share your take action with all of our campers here, okay? So the two take actions that I generally recommend for camp are a poster or a skit. Now, skit's a little harder this year with everybody being virtual, but it's still possible because you can record it and send it in and we can show the video. Or you might be able to go live with it, but it's also, you know, it's limited to you or whoever's in your house. So if you have a sibling joining with Girl Scout camp, then you can do that. But maybe you want to involve a sibling that's not in camp, like a brother, or you want to involve a parent or a guardian in your skit, you can do that too. But it's kind of limited to your household this year. So those are the two primary ideas that I recommend during camp. If you have another idea, like maybe a collage or something like that that you would like to do, feel free to. All right. So what we like to do with these is on Friday, we will be sharing these across because that is part of, you know, how we like announce that we have done our take action. So that's where I hope to get pictures of your posters or whatever you create, copies of your videos if you're doing a skit. So, you know, you can send those to me so that we can share them as an exhibit to each other on Friday. All right. So a couple ideas that were given for this journey. I'm going to read a couple, and if you have any comments on it, okay, I see Ellie says this is her first journey. So a couple ideas here, and then you can use any idea though, okay? So let's see, the first one that was given says, more kids and families should know about how they can have fun and help scientists by doing citizen science projects. Do a presentation or like a poster to show why citizen science is important. So you could do something that even talks about the iNaturalist app that we're using and kind of make it like an advertisement or an announcement to encourage other people to use that app and add pictures, right? Because it doesn't just have to be Girl Scouts. It can be anybody. Can it be on your computer? Yes. If you want to do like a digital creation, you can do that, Gabby. All right. Let's see, another one. More people need to know how exciting and fun STEM can be. So there was create a list of books or movies that focus on STEM and make it into a poster. Or you could create a short play based on a book. So a little skit based on a good STEM book. Let's see, another idea. We could conserve water if more people collected rainwater and used it to water plants. So some of you might already do this at your house. So this could be a good poster idea or skit idea to show what you have happening at your house. All right, let's see. Another idea, we should recognize women who have helped their communities and made the world a better place in all kinds of ways. We could research some hidden figures in our community and do a display or a poster of our presentation that we want to record on them. So the one that I thought of that I think is something we learn about a lot in Girl Scouts and being outside is leave no trace. So we were outside and Miss Sarah talked about this when she was talking to us about the iNaturalist app yesterday, where she said, don't touch anything, don't remove anything, don't like mess it up, let it be. And in there, you know, we let nature be. So leave no trace, I think would be a great poster idea or skit idea if anybody likes that one. But it's not limited to the ideas that I said, that I was reading off the paper or any other ideas. You can have any idea that you want to. So a couple other ways you can do this. On my sheet here of ideas, it says make a comic. So I know like my cadets last year, they did the comic artist badge. So if you're in the comic strips, that could be a way to do that. You could write and perform a song. You could do an animated movie. So Gabby, you'd asked about doing something on the computer. So that could be one way to do that. But lots of different ways that we can share our idea of, you know, being a citizen scientist, you know, being out there to observe, but not impact nature, okay? So lots of ideas there. Now, tonight, if you thought of something or you heard of something, I want you to write it down in your field journal so that you don't forget it for tomorrow, because what we have tomorrow is some of our time is working on our idea. So we'll be live during our camp time tomorrow, but you'll have time to work on your take action during tomorrow's camp, okay? So any supplies that you might need, you can bring them. When we get to that point, if you decide that you want to, you know, log off so that you can do it, you're more than welcome to, but we will still do our closing time. And then we will, but you'll have time. I'll have adults here that can help answer questions. So like on Zoom, you can private message me. If you want to send me emails tonight or tomorrow during the day or tomorrow night, we can answer over email. On Facebook, you can ask questions too. So if you feel like you're getting stuck, or I don't know if this is a good idea, can I do this? Definitely ask questions. So let's see, in chat, I have Hannah, can Marie Curry. If you can tie that into what we've been talking about, Hannah, go for it. Let's see, I see a couple others in private messages. I don't know if you guys want me to call them out, but I'll start typing answers in just a bit. I do see one that says, can you do more than one? If you want to do more than one take action, you can. So that is up to you, all right? But if you have any questions, do you want, or go ahead and type them in. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Type them in so that I can answer your questions on Facebook or on Zoom. But remember, tomorrow we're going to work on this. So if you decide I'm going to do a poster, but I don't know what I'm going to do, bring a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a big poster. It can just be a sheet of printer paper and some markers or crayons. And you can do your poster during our time tomorrow. If you know you want to do a skit, then maybe you bring a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, and you can write it out while we are working on our time tomorrow, okay? So, but I want you to know that we will have time to work on this tomorrow, so you don't have to go do this tonight. If you want to do something tonight or tomorrow, the good task would be to go take some more observations, because I think that might even help you come up with some ideas that relate to your take actions. All right, so I have some questions in private messages. I will answer those in just a second. And let's see, let me make sure we're kind of set here. We are. All right. Are we making a project on science or how to make the world a better place? Correct. Madeline, I said your question out loud before I said it was private. I'm sorry. But I think it's a good question for everybody. So it says, so are we making a project on science or how to make the world a better place? Correct. Yes. Yes. So, you know, how to promote being a citizen scientist, you know, we did a lot of observing as part of this journey. So that's kind of like where leave no trace comes into play. Littering could come into play. I'm sure you guys have even more ideas than I have. But, you know, those types of concepts would be ones that would fit into this journey of, you know, making the world a better place. All right. Yes. All right. So I am going to let Sophie lead taps on her mic. Everybody else can join in on theirs. While that's happening, I'm going to try to answer a couple of questions on the chat that came in, and then we'll keep going as we get ready to close out for the day. So let me switch and then let you guys open your mics. Okay, hold on, sis, let me mute. All right.
Days time gone the sun from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is light.
Very nice. All right, very nice, ladies. Thank you. All right, I'm trying to make sure
What
I
happens
got all
when
the
the girls are about to sing? Because they have a special.
that I got in. If I didn't answer your question, please let me know. I think I got everybody's questions. All right, yes, I think I got everybody's questions. All right, so let's keep going. Camp bundle reminders. So this was included in last night's email. A number of you have missed Tabitha busy. She's been handling our camp bundles. So the camp bundle includes the t-shirt, the Girl Power can do virtually anything fun patch. So that goes on the back of your vest or your sash, and your journey. So the journeys all have 2 patches that they come with. So you will get both of those too. This is not required. It's optional. If you want to go to your council shop, you can buy the journey. I think it's $6 or $7. The bundle is 20 plus shipping. Yep, Miss Tabitha typed it in. She got me. I got you. I know how much it is. I saw all those emails. So for everybody that's ordered already, thank you. I think almost everybody, there might be one person that still needed to pay. You can still order through tomorrow night, but go ahead and get your orders in. I put the picture there that Miss Tabitha designed with the local print shop. So this shirt is a custom one that they put together. This is all of the Think Like a Citizen Scientist badges for all the levels that Girl Scouts has. So like the little flower, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but the little flower one here is like the daisy one. The triangle is the brownie one. The circle's the junior. This is the cadet one, the diamond. The square is the senior, and then this outer one, these are actually birds. I didn't know that, but they're birds. The birds are the ambassador badge. So all the badges for the Think Like a Scientist one are on the shirt. The shirt is not this yellow color, it's this green color. But they didn't update our graphic for us to show the colors. So you have the colors there. The bundles are there. If adults want a shirt, you can just order a shirt and not get the patches. There's an option to do that. If you need more than one, shipping can be combined. So, I don't know. Tabitha, how much is just the shirt? She'll add it in the chat. T-shirts are 20. So if a mom's helping with camp and you want a shirt to match your daughter, just the shirt would be $12. All right. So tomorrow you will need your Take Action Project supplies. We just talked about that. If you go out and do some more observations and see very cool stuff like millipedes and birds and bunnies and all kinds of stuff like that, keep sending in pictures and we will add them into tomorrow's presentation because I think they're awesome for everybody to see. And then tomorrow's song of the day is Iga Flyga. Did I say that right? Right, and then we'll also sing the button song. So you'll get 2 songs. On Friday, we will sing all 4 songs. So you'll have an opportunity to go through all 4 of them all at once and get a whole workout in. Because they all have some great hand motions, especially that button song where you end up like dancing like crazy. I guess Iga Flyga doesn't have hand motions. It's being whispered to me across the room. So, but it has a very tricky name in it that you have to learn. So if you don't know the Iga Flyga one, there is a tutorial out on how to say the really long bird name. And that will go up at 8 p.m. The whole song goes up at 8:15 p.m. I'll send out the parent email in just a bit tonight. But we are almost at time, which makes up for last night when I went over a couple minutes. So I want to thank everybody for coming to camp tonight. And we will be seeing you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And if you have any feedback, please let us know. I enjoy getting your emails and your Facebook messages and knowing that you are learning something and that you're having fun. If there's something else that you'd like to see, let us know. But we can't wait to see you guys tomorrow and start working on these Take Action projects. Can't wait to hear what everybody's idea is. So thank you guys for coming tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.